Hi, I'm Marty Schwartz, President, CEO, and founder of Vehicles for Change. Vehicles for Change was started in 1999. The biggest challenge has been and always been car donations. There's 60,000 households that need a car. I think the state of Maryland would be pretty upset if we walked out tomorrow and laid 60,000 cars on the road, but that's the only way that a lot of these folks are going to get to work. But we've actually created a new program where we're putting a pilot project in East Baltimore that's going to be a more comprehensive transportation package. So we're looking at doing something in a specific neighborhood. So we're working with the Casey Foundation to put this project in East Baltimore. And what we're going to do is we're going to provide some really up-to-the-minute information about bus opportunities. So we really want to try to get people on public transportation if we can. We've got a van share program that we're putting together, hopefully with Sojourner Douglas, who has a van program. So we're going to provide people information about that. We're going to do some cars in the neighborhood. And then we're also going to build a database of individuals in the neighborhood who have an automobile and where they're going to work, and see if we can't create some carpooling opportunities for folks. So we really feel like that we need to be more active and have greater impact in transportation in the region. So this is a pilot project for the next year, and we think it's going to be very successful, and it's something that we would build throughout the city at some point and take with our program everywhere we go. The most rewarding part is really having the opportunity to make opportunities for children. One of my favorite stories, we had a young man or a young woman who got a car from us 5 years ago. And when she got her car, her son was there. And her son at the time was 14 years old. He was going into high school, and he was 6'2", 195 pounds. And this young man was just ecstatic that he was getting a car. And I knew he was only 14 years old. So finally he was bouncing up. He was so excited. I went up to him, I said, "Why are you so excited?" I said, "I know you can't drive yet." He said, "I get to play high school football." And so the opportunity, because if mom doesn't have a car, nobody can pick him up after school and he can't get home. And so the neat part of this story is that 4 years later, we found this young fella. He was now 6'6", 295 pounds, and had a full scholarship to Virginia, I believe it was Virginia Union, to play football. And so those kind of stories and that kind of opportunities that we know that we're providing for young kids that they would never ever have if we weren't able to help them get access to a vehicle. Until we find a way to provide transportation for our families that are living in these neighborhoods that are just stricken with poverty, and we saw what happened with the riots, we're not going to change anything. I mean, there's no jobs in those neighborhoods. I don't care, again, you can go in and give everybody who lives in that neighborhood a PhD, and guess what? They're still going to be poor. You can go in and give every one of them a medical degree, but if they can't get to the hospital and get a job, they're still going to be poor. And you're still going to have crime, and you're still going to have kids at home without parents. And time and time again, research has been done that shows that transportation is the #1 issue that we have to tackle for people in low-income neighborhoods before anything else. And we have got to find a way to solve that. A car is a great help, but we're not going to provide 60,000 cars to families. It's just not going to happen.